Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rucha Kudash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. And I have a few headlines here from ZeroHedge.com, and for some of them, I can't really particularly speak on it. We all know why, so I'm just going to leave the link to the articles in the description box, and I'll show you can see the headline for it, for yourself, and you have your own thoughts. All right, now you see this one here concerning YouTube and what they finna do, which now it's you've seen how they've started this trend and this direction that they're going in of basically anything that they decide is considered false, then that's it. You know what I mean? The guidelines are the the way to basically just, if whatever we deem is false or is against what we want, we're gonna update the guidelines accordingly. And if we think that you are violating these guidelines, even if you are not, but if we think you are, well, there goes your videos. And slowly but surely, they're gonna bring more and more and more restrictions to the point where you can't even open your mouth to even breathe out your mouth. You got to breathe from your nose. If you breathing from one nostril, that's a strike. You breathing from both nostrils, there's your channel gone. But it's all strategic. It's all the Mosai behind it all anyway. All right, because at this point, we've constantly been giving out the warnings as to what's about to happen. So if you haven't been taking heed to the warnings, when the main avenues for us to give you these warnings gets shut down, and pretty much we're not able to give you those warnings anymore, you're gonna have to be there. Saki, you're basically gonna be out there, by yourself. Now the next one here, it says U.S. not prepared. Extreme heat event risks damaging U.S. rail network with buckling tracks. Okay, and they're talking about this heat, this super crazy heat in both in UK, in US, heat jumping into the triple digits. Now this is what they were warning about, saying that with this extreme level of heat, the power grids are going to be taking a major hit, and depending on how overloaded it gets, there's going to be brownouts, rolling blackouts, or maybe the joint might just go off. It's too much. It might just go off and chill out for a bit. Okay, but even when you go to the book of Revelation, the 16th chapter, I believe around the 8th verse, it tells you about that, how a part of the plagues that the Lord is going to hit this place with is heat. Okay, it tells you how the angel poured out his vial upon the sun, and basically scorched men, which is a part of the plagues. All right, and yeah, you're gonna have the missiles that are gonna be burning people, but also you're gonna have these abnormal weather disasters, and this extreme heat is one of them. And in the same chapter, it tells you how the river Euphrates is going to be dried up to prepare the way for the kings of the east. So how is the river Euphrates going to be dried up? Through heat. But anyway, it's all happening. So we can see these prophecies taking place, the plagues and the things written in the book of Revelation, they're all coming to pass, and we're living through it. And this is going to be the generation in which all these things, you get to witness and have to go through these prophecies. All right, because we're that close. Now they're saying this could damage rail networks, for trains and all of that. And in the article, it even tells you how, here it says, earlier this month, Amtrak service between New York and Philadelphia encountered delays due to heat-related speed restrictions. Those restrictions could return as temperatures in the Northeast are expected to print near triple-digit territory throughout the weekend. And one thing that people don't account for is when there's a major disaster, when all when all eyes are focused on some major, it's like some major disaster or some major calamity. Understand that everything has effects. When there's like an electricity outage, right? Yeah, lights go out and all of that, but that has a cascading effect on a lot of other things. And it's usually during that time that people start to realize how many things actually depend on this resource or this event that just happened, and how even what they least expected is now going to be affecting them. Okay? So when the Lord said it's going to be a time like never before, truly, truly it is. All right? Now the next one, I'm just going to show you what it says. All right? You see what it says. You see what it says right there. Okay? I'm not saying anything on it. I'm just showing what the article says. Okay? It's an article. And that's the headline of the article. Okay? I haven't said one word about this. I'm just saying. But anyway, interesting. Okay? It's interesting. They blatantly right before your face is right before your face. As a matter of fact, just once again, just looking at the article. Okay, just reading through here. Okay, this is interesting. All right, so there's some stuff over here. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Interesting, huh? And when we said it, whoa, you guys are just this and you guys are just that and yada yada yada. Y'all don't see what's going on. And whoa, okay, cool. We were all here when this came about, and it's interesting, right? But it makes you think that what damn near everything they came out and said, they've come out and unsaid. They've come out and done the reverse on it. Damn near everything that they said, they started with, they have come out and they have changed, revised, or tried to undo it. And yet you still have people that fall for these sayings. Okay, as the scriptures say in the book of Job 13:4, it says, "But ye are forgers of lies." Okay, ye are forgers of lies, and ye are all physicians of no value. Let's go back and just take a look at what's going on here. All right. Okay, this is interesting. Very, very interesting stuff here. Right? Scripture said what? They were forgers of what? Forgers of lies. Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. Going on. Next one we have here, Greece and Spain. Now also, not to forget. Now this right here with Greece and Spain, this is interesting, right? Because there's an EU goal, right? Or game plan. But you have some of these EU countries that are now saying, "Look, we're not trying to do this right now. We're not with this." Okay, it says here, Greece and Spain quick to reject unfair EU proposal to cut gas use. Now, on RT News, I saw the same article, but it was interesting with how it was worded. Okay, and immediately I thought about Daniel the 2nd chapter. Okay, about the breaking up. Look at this. It says EU divided on gas rations. Let me see if I can airdrop this article here. There you go. Right? EU divided on gas rationing, which you had Brexit and all of these, and it's not just that, but you have different divisions. Okay, that are happening in this body, which is mentioned in the book of Daniel, the 2nd chapter. Okay, about the toes. So, so you can see how a lot of these events that are going on in the world are all shaping up, to to the fulfillment of prophecy. Everything we've been talking about, we're starting to see the cause, the progress towards it, the manifestation of these prophecies we're starting to see. And it's happening spot on. Russia is strengthening ties with Iran and Turkey is going to be on the side of Russia. It's biblical prophecy. So whatever happens, they end up leaving NATO, and whatever happens, it's gonna happen. Okay, it's gonna happen, and it's gonna be like a visual of the scriptures. Okay, and it's gonna be clearer and clearer the more and more these events take place and these events unfold. Now, I saw a video yesterday, and it was basically going into how Russia came out and said that Ukraine has super mutant soldiers that are, pretty much out here wilding. Now, there's a movie. My brother told me about it. Man, let's hope I can find. I think it's called Overlord. I really hope that's the name. Maybe I can remember. Overlord. Shit. Let me see. Movie. Is it Overlord? Yep. Overlord. In this movie, Overlord, well, let me actually, because I don't want to play it and they'll give me something on here. So let me look it up here. Overlord movie. This came out in 2018, right? And in the movie, I hope they can give me a little, Okay, here we go. What is the movie? There we go. Cool. So it says, on the eve of D-Day, American paratroopers dropped behind enemy lines to penetrate the walls of a fortified church and destroy a radio transmitter. As the soldiers approach their target, they soon begin to realize there's more going on in the Nazi-occupied village than a simple military operation. Making their way to an underground lab, the outnumbered men stumble upon a sinister experiment that forces them into a vicious battle against an army of the undead. And I believe pretty much, like, I think they would, they would die, the soldier would die, but then come back. They would be like resurrected, but they would be like a half like zombie demon looking kind of thing. So definitely a good movie. You could check it out. Let me see. Maybe there's some images on here. Okay, this guy, I believe he died and came back. And I guess like when they come back, it's like experiments they do on them. And when they come back, they resurrect as like these like super mutant soldiers by this serum that they inject in themselves. I haven't watched the movie, but I did see a scene from the movie, and you can type that in YouTube. You can type in a scene from the movie Overlord. So it's very interesting. And now if we let me open a new tab. If we type in Ukraine, is there an E at the end? Yeah, super mutant soldiers, Russia. There we go. Okay, here with this on YouTube. Okay, and when they asked, I forgot what TV station it was on. The guy basically tried to make like mockery of it, like humor, like like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is something that you joke about, so it's ha ha ha. Yeah, okay, that's all fun and games until you see freaking this guy Abomination mixed with Bizarro mixed with Captain America running at your ass. Maybe you might see a real Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle running at you with nunchucks and shit. You know what I'm saying? With a headband talking about, blindfold talking about Donatello. Anyway, it says, Russia says Ukraine has mutant soldiers created in a lab. And I believe it wasn't too long ago that France was talking about creating super soldiers, and all these things. And look, it's called predictive programming. People love to watch Captain America, and he goes in there. He was a skinny, Steve Rogers, and he goes in there and he transformed and he came out as this and that. Where do you think that concept? You think it's just a made-up concept? If they're trying to put charagmas inside of you to augment you and upgrade you, what do you think? Would you not think this is something that they could be actually getting into? Most definitely, yeah. It says here, I want to see what details they said over here. It So it says, Russia's claims are founded on the belief that Ukrainian troops were at one point transformed using secret experiments that the United States assisted with in biological laboratories. You know, maybe that's why they keep sending all that money over there. It says, as ridiculous as of an assertion as it is, News Nation has also confirmed that Russian lawmakers have made this claim. Now, why would Russia come out and just say some wild ass shit like this? What, just for the fun of it? Just they wanted to crack a bad joke? You know, what benefit does it, how does it behoove Russia, who are going back and forth with Ukraine, to come out and say, oh, this is what's going on? You got to think about it. You know? But let's see. I don't see anything else coming here. All they really mentioned was this underground lab and so on and so forth. And like I said, it reminded me of this movie Overlord. You know, so definitely, you know, check it out. See what it's about. You know, but it's some interesting stuff there. Anyway, I want to get through some of these precepts. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 29, verse 21. It says that make a man an offender for a word, and lay a snare for him that reproveth in the gate, and turn aside the just for a thing of naught. Which, you know, as you see, that's what they're doing with these new guidelines and these new policies. Because we are speaking upright, but they're laying snares for us via these guidelines, and they make us offenders, and then they take down your channel, they demonize you, they do all of these things when we are set up to reprove. We speak uprightly concerning things that are evil, but what do? They make a man an offender for a word through their unrighteous decrees. But it's okay, because we only have to suffer it for a moment, for a little bit. This is the book of Romans 13 and 11. It says, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. So now it is high time. Now is the time to be up, alert, watching what's going on, because these prophecies are being fulfilled. These events are lining up nicely, meticulously. Okay? It's all happening. The end is being made manifest, and we're seeing it clearly. You know, the elder Atazwan did a video, Stay in the Spirit 144, yesterday, going into Sri Lanka, how the new president has, I think, you know, basically has ties to the World Economic Forum. And now, lo and behold, they're using digital ID, basically QR codes, before you can get gas. You know, and they got a troops stationed there to enforce it. Okay, and then I think they said, he also said in the video about the Boris Johnson stepping down, and basically those that are going back and forth to try and get that position in there also have ties to the World Economic Forum. So things are happening and they're moving. Revelation 12 and 12. These devils are not going to waste time. They're running on a clock. Okay, because the Spirit of the Lord got them doing that. All right, but it is definitely high time to awake out of sleep. Now is the time to be alert, to be vigilant, to be diligent, to be watching. As the Lord said, watch as well as pray, because a lot of things are going on. A lot of things are going on, and prophecy is getting ready to be fulfilled on a major level. And wait till that MOTB comes out, because it's on its way. All right, it's on its way. Anyway, with that, I'm going to end it here. Lord willing, that was edifying and informative to the elect. In closing, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rachakudash. Until next time, Shalom.